All in the chapter units and measurement, now we are going to know about measurement of length. The usual method of measurement of length is the direct method, which is by using a meter scale. We know that from a meter scale, the minimum length that we can obtain is a millimeter, which is 10 raised to minus 3 meter. And the maximum that can be measured directly is about 100 meters, which is 10 raised to 2 meter. And there are various other devices which gives more precision, which is from a screw gauge we can measure a length about 10 raised to minus 5 meter, whereas from a vernier calipers we can measure the length of accuracy 10 raised to minus 4 meter. So these are the direct methods that we use to measure length. How about measuring of length beyond this range? How can we measure the length of distant object or large distance like a distance of planet? Let us see how we can do that. Measurement of large distance can be done using parallax method. To measure large distances like distance of planet from Earth, we can't use direct methods. For such cases, we use the method called parallax method. To understand the concept of parallax, hold a pencil in front of you. Without changing the position of pencil, keeping it stationary, look at the pencil through one eye. First look at it through the left eye, keeping your right eye closed. And then look at the same pencil through your right eye, closing the left eye. So while you are doing this, you can observe that there is a shift occurring in the position of the pencil. Even without moving the pencil, by changing the eyes from left eye to right eye, while we observe the pencil, you feel like the position of pencil seems to change. So this apparent shift is called the parallax. Now, in this parallax method, the distance between the 2 points of observation is called the basis. So, in our above example, the basis was the distance between our two eyes. So, parallax means the apparent shift that occurs, and basis is the distance between 2 points of observations. Now let us see how we can apply this method to know the distance of a planet from Earth. While applying this method, we observe the planet from two different positions on Earth using some observatories. Let A and B be the positions. Here in the diagram, S represents the planet. A and B are the two positions on Earth from which we observe the planet S. And the angle ASB is called the parallax angle, and D represents the distance of our planet from the points. So we have to find D, which is the distance of the planet from the point of observation using parallax method. Let us first know how to get the parallax angle. So for that, we have to measure the angles theta 1 as marked in the diagram. That is the angle made by the observatory while we are doing the observation. So at the point of the observation, the observatories makes angle theta 1 with the normal. By knowing the angle theta 1, we can get the angle A and B in the triangle that we consider, and which will help us to get the angle ASB, which is the parallax angle. So we know that the total angle in a triangle is 180, and by using that concept and knowing the angle theta 1, we can get the parallax angle. Now if we consider the distance AB to be an arc of a circle with center at S, then we can use the relation of angle, radius and arc length to get the distance D. We know that to get the arc length from a part of a circle, we can use the relation arc length is equal to angle into radius. And this same relation can be used in our parallax method. We know that the planet is at a very large distance. So as the distance d increases, theta becomes very small, and we can see that the arc that we considered becomes closer to the straight line and of distance b. So our arc length can be approximated to the distance b, small b, and which helps us to use the relation arc length is equal to angle into radius. So applying that, we can obtain the relation b, small b, is equal to d into theta. So by now our discussion we have obtained that if S represents the position of planet and d is the distance from the observatory and theta is the parallax angle, then considering for a far away planet, we can obtain the relation b is equal to d theta, from which we can get d is equal to b by theta, where d is the distance of the planet from our observatory. Thus, we have understood how to use parallax method to determine the distance of a planet from Earth. Now, we can use the same method to obtain the diameter of a distant planet. For that, what we do is we observe the planet, two ends of the planet from the same point on Earth. We keep the observatory at a particular point on Earth, and from there we observe two diametrically opposite ends of the planet, and we apply the same method of parallax method. As you can see in the diagram, the observatories that is observing the two diametrically opposite ends of the planet makes angle theta. D is the distance to the planet, and again by applying parallax method we can say that the arc length b is equal to d theta. Thus, by using parallax method, we can find the distance to the planet from Earth, and also we can find the diameter of a distant planet. So this is the concept of parallax method and its application to get large distances.